Moorlands Radio Sport, in association with Leek Building Society.
Jay Bateman, first of all, Happy New Year. Thanks for joining us on Moorlands Radio. Tough one this afternoon in the local derby against Kidsgrove. How do you assess today's performance?
Yeah, it was certainly a tough one. We knew it was going to be a tough game. Look, Congleton are a good side, we know that. We've had them watched. I've seen them a few times this season. You know, to go 2-0 down the way we did was really disappointing. Two poor goals to concede, and that's happened the last couple of games for us. That's something we need to address. But I felt second half performance, we could have got something out of it. You know, the lads are saying that Bramwell's wasn't offside for the goal and the ball crossed the line. Whether it did or not, I don't know. I'm not in a position to say that, but our lads are saying it did. So you're back in it at 2 each, and goals change games, don't they? But the third goal killed the game off, really. Again, defensively poor from us. And
also, you were down to 10 men at that point. What was your view of Jimmy Garlick's red card?
Yeah, I didn't. It just happened so quick. Jimmy's saying he's jumped up. He said he has landed, but he hasn't stamped. But the referee, got the card out really quick, didn't he? Yeah. And Jimmy was gone. So yeah, you're thinking at that point, 2-0 down, 10 men, a massive mountain to climb. But I think a second half performance. I know you can say Congleton sat behind the ball and had done the job at 2-0, but I think we deserve something out of it on the second half performance.
Yeah, I think I agree with that certainly. And as you say, getting back into it, and if you don't get the red card, it could be a completely different game.
Yeah. Sometimes, teams go down to 10 men, and it's not always an advantage. It should be numerically, but it's not always an advantage. But even with 10 men, I thought we did really well. We went to 4-3-2. Needed to keep two up top really to get a chance of getting back in the game. It just didn't fall for us today. But we go again on Saturday and hopefully try and pick some points up.
And it wasn't a dirty game for the red card, because I think there was 2 cards come out, a yellow card to Pete Willings and also Jimmy. So it weren't like everyone was diving in and giving away fouls and getting booked left, right and centre.
Yeah, no, for a derby game, it's certainly not too many bad challenges, was there? Yeah. But it is what it is. Everybody's disappointed, I'm disappointed, but we've got to go again, simple as. We've got another game in a couple of days, another hard game again. I believe they've won 4-0 away today at Runcorn Linnets, which is a great result. Yeah. So we know Saturday, Witten's not going to be an easy game for us, and no game in this league is an easy game. We've got to be right, and we can't make mistakes like we've made today and expect to get things from it.
Yeah. How do you and Ant and the rest of the management team pick the players up ready to go on Saturday, as you say, away at Witten? Yeah,
I had a chat in there and just said, look, we're all disappointed, and we will be for the next few hours, but tomorrow morning I'm sure I'll wake up and look forward to the Witten game, and the lads will as well. Obviously we won't be getting together before that, training, so that's always difficult. So, but I'm sure they'll be fine. Like I say, everybody's disappointed, not to get the result. But take nothing away, Congleton are a good side, they deserve to be up there. Richard Duffy's done a fantastic job, as everybody knows, really, top guy, and got a good squad of players.
Over 700 here today for a New Year's Day fixture, a local derby. That's fantastic numbers.
Brilliant, and special mention to our fans as well. They've been great. The last 2 games, they've sung their hearts out, and I'm disappointed for them as well. And I do say that to the players. At the end of the day, the fans are great here, and they get behind us. Even at the end, they're clapping us off. They could have easily walked off and gone home at 3-0, but fantastic. That's one thing I will say. Well done to the fans today for keeping behind us.
Yeah, and I suppose that's a bit of a yardstick to beat the players with when they're not performing well. That they say, look, you've got some great fans coming in and they're getting behind you each and every week. Yeah,
the noise they make, the level of noise is really good, and they've got behind us, and they can be that 12th man for you. And at the moment we need them. We've got this little blip going on. Didn't see it coming really. It started from the Widnes game, who again a good side. We just didn't show up for Newcastle first half like last week. And some mistakes today, and that's the annoying thing really, because we're better than what we're showing at the moment, but we'll get back to it.
Yeah, there's been 4 tough games as well on paper certainly.
Yes, I think Mossley away on a Tuesday night was a tough game. You get stuck in traffic and your preparations, everything's cut down, but again, windy night, rain pouring from everywhere, every angle, and we got a good point there. But these last couple of games we've just we've just derailed a little bit, but we'll get back on it, and I'm sure the lads will be eager to go on Saturday against Witten.
Yeah.